Question everything, trust nothing, except for your boy CryptoKeeper. Hopefully everybody's doing well today, as always. What is today? Today is Thursday, and we've got some exciting stuff going on in the crypto markets. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it today. We're going to talk a little Vitalik Buterin. We're definitely going to talk some meme coins. What else is on the agenda today? Let me double check back what we got going on today. What's going on in the crypto markets? We're going to talk a little bit of GameStop, some things happening there or lack thereof. We got a bunch of Bitcoin whales taking profits, which I want to dive into some of that. A little action on Solana with Jupiter. I think a very interesting play happening over there. And guys, on the other side of the things, we've got Michael Saylor loading up on yet more Bitcoin, which is not a surprise whatsoever. A lot of people, there's a lot of people that think he's an idiot, but at the same time, he has amassed a fortune in buying Bitcoin. And when he's been buying, not all the time, right? He's made some interesting purchases, but in the past, he's done a decent little job at buying up some of these dips, and a dip indeed is what we have right now. And then, as always, we will talk some Donald, because you know what time it is. It is game time opportunity with Donald. Looking forward to talking about that. Let me jump into the chat real quick. Caffeinated Crypto first in the house. It's because he's always got his caffeine. Hold on. Cheers to you. Good to see you, Caffeinated Crypto. Glad that you're here as always. You get your little cheers every day. Let's see here. Patriot Caveman says, "I'm not counting on a notification. I'm just waiting." What a G. What a G in the space, Patriot Caveman. Glad that you're here, bro. Glad that you're here. Who else is up in here? I think I saw Amy in here. Yep. Amy is in the house. Amy says, "Good afternoon." Good afternoon, Amy. Glad that you're here. Continue supporting. I really appreciate you. Who else is in here? Anthony Fonseca was gifted a membership by Caffeinated Crypto. Well, you know what that means. That means we got to go over to Caffeinated, whose name is on the wheel, I don't know, 50 times or something, and I got to put him on the wheel some more. Let me see here. Boom. Doing that right now as we speak. For those of you that don't know what I'm doing, I am adding Caffeinated Crypto to the wheel. The wheel is a game that I call Flipper Hodl that is played on Fridays. Tomorrow we are playing. So if you guys want to get those super chats in right now, there's not that many names on the wheel. I'm 5Xing all those. You can see that streaming across the bottom of the screen right now. But Crypto Stash is coming on tomorrow, and I've got the gaming company that I had on last week, and excited to Fort Block Games. So I'm really excited to have them on again tomorrow. And we're going to play some Flipper Hodl for $5,925. So get your super chats in. I'll put your name on the wheel, and somebody's going to win whatever Stash wins. So Stash wins, you win. Well, hopefully you win if your name gets picked, if you did a little super chat action. Kalichi, you know what? I'm probably butchering that. There's a rapper that is a recovery rapper. He, if you're in the recovery space, if you ever did too many drugs, there's a guy named Kalichi. He doesn't spell it like that, but it looks like that's how your name is, Kalichi. And he does a pretty good job rapping. Patriot K-Man says, another Fed cut today. Ours are coming soon. Patriot K-Man, what is that in referral to? In referral to? God, sometimes I got to tell you, I got to get my head together wrapped around what's going on here. What is that in reference to instead of referral to, right? Okay. Let me see here. What else is going on? Well, that's pretty much it in the chat. Let's dive into it. Let's check out the overall global crypto market cap. Hold on one second. Sorry. Sorry, I just had to respond to that real quick. All right, so the global crypto market cap is at 2.4. I guess it would help if I shared the entire screen here. 2.478, and I'm going to update this as always. So we're going to check and see that this is on point right now. I feel like I need to get some music in the background. How do people feel about music? You guys want some music? I don't know. Victor Ramirez in the house saying favorite morning show. Well, I appreciate you, Victor. It's my favorite morning show, but it's not in the morning for me. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. We're at 2.478. Oh, like I said, hold on. 2.482. 2.480. Look at this thing jumping around. Playing a game of hopscotch here. $2.480 trillion. That is up 0.1%. Let me let me zoom in a little further here. There we go. Bitcoin's at 64,767. I got some important price targets that we're going to talk about today on the kind of longer term game plan. ETH 3509, holding above 3,500, sitting pretty flat, but up 1.1% on the week. So that's good to see because Bitcoin has been dumping. So, Bitcoin's been doing what Bitcoin's been doing. Down to number 10, Timecoin. $7.13. We're up 2.3% on the day, which is good thing to see. Up 0.9%. Guys, this Timecoin ecosystem, I've been telling you, if you guys have been sitting back watching me talk about Ton and not getting involved, what do you do with your lives? One of the better calls that I've made. I mean, that call that I made, I looked back. I believe the first time that I called that, it was at like $2.08, right? $2.08. It's $7.14, and it's been up as high as $8. And that's happened in a few months. So I'm telling you, your boy Keeper is heavily invested and heavily entrenched in the Ton network, and it's going to continue to grow. I think this thing still has a lot of legs. I think we're going to see this thing run up these charts. We're pretty damn near even with Dogecoin right now. Next up, XRP. We're going to pass XRP. I'm looking forward to doing that for sure. Let's check on my mining aspects here. All right, Caspa at 14.3 cents. Would love to see that back up at 18 cents. It's taken an absolute nosedive over the last week, down 14.5%. Some of the machines are on basically a fire sale right now. I don't know why. I have been killing it mining Caspa. If that's something you're interested in, you can send me a DM, send me an email. You can check underneath the links down below and check that out. And then all the way down to number 48. I'm always checking in on VeChain. I told you guys I was the VeChain Vice Lord. I think that I'm going to go ahead and edit that. So I'm going to be that still, but my focus has shifted to Ton and to Caspa. And there's an app, the wallet that I like to use on Ton called, drum roll please, CryptoKeeper. Yeah, that's the app, CryptoKeeper. So I am the CryptoKeeper. Okay, so I now have a wallet that is named after me. If you in the audience have a wallet named after you, let me know in the comments, because I do. They were like, oh, Ton Call, CryptoKeeper, wallet on Ton. That's Keepers. Actually, I wish I owned CryptoKeeper. I do love that wallet. It's really easy to use. Use the browser function, go over to StoneFi. It's just very streamlined, simple, straightforward. I like the fact that when you confirm a transaction, you do the little slide bar over to the right, which is nice. Like, it's like, hey, do you want to confirm this? And you just swipe it over. It's nice. It's very user friendly. So now, Patriot Caveman said, never pass XRP. It's the world's currency, and everyone's adopting it. I sense a hint of sarcasm in Patriot Caveman in that comment right there. Enrique Suave, GM. Good afternoon, Enrique. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you. I look forward to whatever comic relief you bring to the show today. And I'm doing exactly like you are, Enrique. I'm holding it. I'm keeping it. I'm keeper. But I'm not buying more either. Listen, I've got a bunch of XRP. And I just think that I'm going to let it do what it does at this point. It's either going to succeed or it's not. And I'm not doubling down on. I will be that guy when the time is right. I have not doubled down, but I've added to some bags this morning on two things that you guys hear me talk about a lot. And that's a conviction. Those are two conviction plays. I'm sure if anybody has been watching for any amount of time, you guys know what I'm about to say, but I'm adding to my Coochie position and I'm adding to my Tonald position. I probably don't need to add to my Tonald position. I've got a really nice position there, but the reality is, let me pull it up. We're at a nice little dip. We're at a little bit over 5 million right now, which, guys, this thing was holding strong at 7 million. And I'm going to tell you a little story. We have somebody that was really butthurt that we kicked him out of the group. Now, I still see two bull flags on this chart. Do you? Right? I see another big move upcoming. Next week is the debate. I'm going to be at the Donald Trump debate with the team from Tonald. We're going to be doing some representing. We've got some hats. We've got some gear. We've got some debate stuff that we're doing. I'm really excited to go to Atlanta, and that's next week. So, you know. Coco says, hello, 1 a.m. in Hong Kong. Well, welcome, Coco. 1 a.m. in Hong Kong? Yeah. Somebody else texted me this morning that wanted to be on Trading Wars, and they are over in that time zone as well. They're like, the problem, bro. See, what had happened was the way my clock is set up is such that it's 1 a.m. when you're doing Trading Wars. You know, be a man. Just stay up one night a week, and hopefully you can, you know, survive. That is what I got to say. Be a man. Stay up and trade all night long. That's what the real traders do, you know. So, TradeFly in the house. TradeFly, good to see you, bro. This right here. If you guys aren't following TradeFly over with Army Piper and the Piper Academy, that's another question. What are you doing with your lives, right? This man took home the dub from Trading Wars last season, and he's coming back for more action. So you guys better watch out. He's a savage. Clay the Great in the house too. Hooty hoo! Did you get that, Clay the Great, from who's the girl? There's some social media girl that does that says that. Who is it? Hoorah, Crypto Nate. Good to see you, bro. All right, let me get out of the chat. I feel like I've said hi to everybody. I love you all. I appreciate you for being here. But yeah, I'm looking at opportunity on Tonald at 5 million. You guys know what to do. Go to tonald.vip and you can check out how to buy that. We're doing an update on the website, which is super fire with some of the things that we're doing with the devs. That's cool. We partnered up with, I need to pull it and check. We partnered with somebody. Let me double check this real quick. Allow me to check. Who was it? I cannot think of the name right now. I'm having a little brain fart here. Oh yeah, Zircus Web 3. Zircus Web 3. Excited for our upcoming collaboration with Zircus. That's with an X. Xircus. It's like circus, but with an X on the front. Featuring one of the very first mini apps they launched on their platform. That's on the TON blockchain, you know, because the TON Keeper is keeping you on TON. So yeah, so $5 million opportunity there on Tonald. And then on Coochie's at like 400K, I think. Yeah, 407K. This thing's been getting absolutely drilled. That being said, people are going to look back, and I'm telling you, when I know what's happening in the background, people are going to look back and really kick themselves. Well, I started to tell you what happened with Tonald this morning. So somebody was all butthurt. That's how my ADD works, by the way. For those of you that know me personally, I'm really good at that, right? I'm like, woo, squirrel. And I won't mention his name, Squirrel, but somebody in the community got kicked from our community for just not doing anything that was asked of that person and effectively just trying to dump our chart. This individual's got millions of dollars, and I mean millions of dollars, in another project on time, and decided that it was a great idea to just start dumping mass amounts of Tonald when we offered for him to do OTC deals. If you don't know what an OTC deal is, you know, a little peer-to-peer action, right? Instead of dumping on the chart, he could have bought it from us. We let him know that, and yet he still did his thing. I think he's got about a 28K clip left, something like that. Looking forward to him being out. We like to get those people out of there. The reality is, as these projects grow, they can handle the bigger sells more often, but people like that are just kind of toxic when you know, I made this mistake when I very, very first started messing around with meme coins. All I was doing was getting in on the front end and then literally like in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. I mean, it was a Jeet left and right. Like, this is just me admitting the truth, right? I didn't understand the dynamics of what was happening in the background and the hard work that the teams are doing. And I was just looking at, hey, like, everybody's here to make money. Let me make some money and then I'll go. But that, if you become part of a community, that is not the way that you play that at all. And I learned my lesson really quickly from that. I actually got kicked from a group. This is a long time ago. This was years ago. I got kicked from a group and I was like, wait a minute, what the heck happened? What happened? Right. And then I was like, you know, at that time frame, I was like, what, I'm not allowed to take profits? And then it was explained to me, hey, you were brought into this group to help support, to help provide a floor, to help. But these were not things that were explained to me, right? I just thought, hey, I got an opportunity here. Cool. I'm going to make some money and then, you know, I'll move on. The reality is, if you do get afforded the opportunity to get into one of these projects early, respect the chart. Literally, it's not that you can't make money, make it. Enrique said it's vulture capitalism. It's not that you can't make money. We want everybody to make money, but there is truly a right way. If you truly want to support a project, there's a right way to take profits. And effectively what you're doing is taking smaller chunks on pumps. Yeah, you're going to spend a little bit of gas, but if it's over on Tonchain, what, you're going to spend an extra $1 or $2? Like, come on. Tradefly got jokes. So you were in and out of some coochie. No, it definitely wasn't coochie. I've been just all up in coochie. But you know, and that coochie is going to treat me well. Treat me really well. So smash the like if you haven't already. Make sure to put on the bell notifications, whether they work or not. I can't speak on that. And if you're not following me on X, fix that problem as well. The handle on X is Trading Wars, just spelled out correctly. No Z, no nothing. Just Trading Wars, BTC. All right, let's look at the markets. Let's see what's going on. Actually, hold that thought. Let's take a peek. Let's take a little peek at Keeper's charting abilities here. All right, so Bitcoin's 64,837 right now, and I've got a little bit of an ascending triangle here that I've got mapped out, with, of course, a volume profile pulled from all the way back. This is on the daily. I've got this pulled all the way back from, you know, February, March timeframe. And the reason that I pulled this time frame, I actually pulled some of this from TradeFly. I saw this huge range forming here. There's a big range here after that move, you know, up, after this big leg up here. And I said, you know what? I like the idea of finding those ranges and then seeing where are the key points of sell and buy pressure. And 66,939, you guys keep hearing me talk about 67K, is really important. And if we zoom in a little bit, oh, no, don't do that. I don't want my brush out. I still got to get so much, but I suck with TradingView. Here we go. You see what we continue to do. This point of control has been a magnet. Now, we've been kind of losing a little bit of steam. So the question becomes, do we break down? Do we break down and out of this ascending? Or do we start to make the move back up and start testing this as support on our way up and to the moon? Because you all know that's where we're going, to the moon. Absolutely. This is crypto, right? Let's take a look at ETH. ETH still in this little bull flaggish pattern here. Looking good. Got a green dot from yesterday on the daily with the momentum wave curving back to the upside. Glad to see that. A few days before that, we were heavily oversold on ETH. I think maybe some of the sell pressure has left Ethereum, and with the SEC giving up on their case, that's good news. That's going to do nothing but help the ETFs that are getting ready to start being traded. I believe right around the July 1st timeframe. That's going to be really important. I think we're going to see a nice move back up towards that longer term point of control at $3,781. We need to break that 4K barrier and start holding 4K as support. That's obviously that big round number that I'm speaking of. That 3781 is not. That's going to be a long-term point of control that I've been looking at, and a target that I've been looking for. But we got to get up past that 35, 36, 3700 number, start touching that again before we start testing it as support as opposed to resistance. Kaspa, showed you guys this yesterday. We've just taken just a big hit. The reality is you a lot of money. From when you go from 12, 11, 10 cents all the way up to 18 cents, you damn near doubled. There's a little thing called profit taking, and people are doing it. The nice thing, well, a number of nice things that I see on Kaspa, one of which is I know what's happening in the background, as it were, with mining. There is a lot of deals going on in the mining space with the price of the machines right now. And why is that important, you would ask? Well, let me tell you why. The reason that the machines are on sale is because they're expecting a large influx and inflow of traffic onto the network. And I've seen almost, not every day, but like there's these little points at which you can tell, hey, my mining farm is making not significantly, I don't know, 10% shift here and there. And you'll kind of see where it happens, and then it'll be consistent. As the network grows, you're going to make a little bit less, a little bit less. But right now, it is still absolutely fire on Caspa. We're actually looking to move some Bitcoin machines over into Caspa machines. I just bought another few machines this morning, so I'm as bullish as ever on Caspa. Caspa is just, and does continue to be a beauty. Now, I drew this out a few days ago, and my trend line continues to hold on TON. Yesterday, if we zoom in a little bit, I might want to show you guys. That might help. Yesterday, we came down and touched this trend line, and I had drawn this up a few days before that. We had touched this trend line. We came down, dotted it 2 days ago, touched it, closed above it, came down, touched it. Hey, we're sitting on said trend line right now. But like I showed you before, I mean, the chart on TON is just silly. It's just a beautiful, beautiful chart. There's not a more beautiful chart that I can see in the blockchain space. And so I've been really happy to see what's ahead coming for the TON ecosystem. And like I've told you a million times before, Telegram's where things happen. Where things happen is where hype gets drawn around. When hype gets drawn around, people flock. When people flock, money comes in. When money comes in, other exchanges, and it gets easier to buy. And then all of a sudden, this thing just exponentially grows. Tradefly, hit me up on that, bro. Actually, for sure, hit me up. Shoot me a text and remind me to text you after, or give you a call. I'll give you a call after the stream, bro. I'll call you after the stream. Just text me and remind me, because got a million things going on. We should definitely talk about it with where the miners are at right now, dude. Like it's a really, really good time. Because I've paid a metric ton for some of these miners, and now they've got some deals on them. I'm like, damn it, should I have waited? But not really, because I've been mining a bunch of Caspa exponentially since then. All right, let's talk about a little bit of news. What's going on in news? Well, I'll tell you what's going on in the news. Not a ton, but I've got some interesting takes on the overall crypto markets and where we're headed, why things look the way that they are. So stick around for that. Says, why is the crypto market up today? It's like as if that never happens. The debut of the Bitcoin ETF in Australia's premier securities exchange, combined with the SEC's clearance of Ethereum, is driving today's upward push in the crypto market. On June 20th, the crypto market witnessed a significant surge. Some of the wording on these are just silly. With its net cap climbing by 1.70 to hit 1.70% to hit $2.35 trillion. Is it a lot of money? Yes, it is. Is it a significant surge for the crypto markets to move 1.7%? Wah, wah. Amy, you can message me as well if that's something that you're interested in doing. No, it's not, right? It says these gains are fueled by two major developments that have sent waves of excitement through the crypto community. The ETF over in Australia is one of them, and the SEC ending the investigation into ETH is another. It says today's crypto market gains are part rebound from the rally that began on June 19th following the SEC's decision to conclude its investigation into Ethereum. This move effectively classified Ether as the second largest crypto by market cap as a non-security. Okay, so we're getting market movement from news, all right? But at the same time, the news will still use the institutions will use the news to try to keep you, me, everybody down. And this next article is a great example, right? GameStop sinks as meme stock trader Roaring Kitty goes quiet. Shares of GameStop hovered around $24.50 on Thursday, down less than 1% on the day amid a broader market downturn for the stock, which has shed roughly 8% of its value over the week. Now, I get it. It's the stock market, so it's a little bit different. However, it says the recent lull in GME's price coincides with a noticeable absence from a key figure in the 2021 meme stock frenzy, Keith Gill, better known as Roaring Kitty and Deep Effing Value. Gill, who's passionate social media, listen, you guys know who he is. He had disclosed his GME position at about 9 million shares, or approximately $223 million worth at today's price. Here's my take on this. There's a couple things going on here. First thing going on here is the news is going to try to capitalize on anything that they can, especially when big institutions are involved. And we know GameStop, obviously, is something that institutions have been on the suffering end of, right? And so this guy goes quiet for a couple days, right? Who knows? He could be on the freaking beach, just hanging out with his family, doing what normal people do. And they've got to write a freaking article about it because it's down a few percent over the course of the week. Here's what I want to say. So much of the memes, the meme stocks and meme coins and crypto are driven solely by hype, right? Solely by hype. So what ends up happening if you get into a project solely based on hype, right? The problem is this. Whatever the hype surrounding it is, when it starts to die down, if that's the only reason that you got in, it's very likely that there was no conviction level. It was just you doing monkey see, monkey do. So what does that mean? It means that all of the people that got in without a level of conviction or understanding into what they were doing, they're going to sell when the hype goes away. And then what happens? It's just like a big snowball rolling downhill. It continues to gather more and more and more. My suggestion here, not financial advice, is dive a little bit deeper before you just ape into something. Now, is it nice to see people ape into a project and they make a whole bunch of money or make a good amount of money? Yes, it is. But the projects that really do the big things and the growth, the exponential growth that happens are conviction plays. They are something to the effect of, I know the people on the team. These people have a very good background, a track record of continuing to grow projects, or the tokenomics on this project looks such that this should be bullish, or the roadmap for this project looks such that, not just, oh, I saw a freaking news article of some dude that made a ton of money and I'm going to jump in because of that. It's not that there's a problem with that. And it's not that you can't make money doing it. I'm just throwing out there that the moment that the hype goes away, and this article is a great example, like, dude, the guy might be sick. He might have COVID. Oh my gosh. He might just be sick, right? And he's gone for a couple days and everybody's like, I got to get out. We got to get out. He's not around anymore. Keith's gone, right? Because one person that you follow is being quiet on Twitter for a couple days and a bunch of people want to bail out. Well, again, the news will utilize everything they have at their disposal, and that includes a sick day or a vacation. So just keep that in mind as you get involved with projects. Now, like I said, a lot of bearish news right now, right? Let's talk about this, though. I've got a little bit different take on this. Bitcoin whales are taking profits, cashing in $1.2 billion in 2 weeks. Whales just cashed out Bitcoin harder than they ever have, nearly doubling the previous record. Doubling the previous record. Okay. Long-term Bitcoin whales are now cashing out their Bitcoin, realizing $1.2 billion in profit over the past 2 weeks. Okay, guys, first of all, the whole point here is to make money. They've cashed out $1.2 billion with a B dollars in profit over the past 2 weeks. Okay. What you have to understand, first of all, is with these whales, they are playing with a lot larger bag than you are. And so what does that mean? Well, it means that if they're buying, because a whale is 1,000 Bitcoin, which is like $65 million right now. What you need to understand is that when you start trading with tens or hundreds of Bitcoin, it doesn't take much of a move to realize a large gain. You know, they have the saying that, you know, it takes money to make money. Well, think about it, right? I'll use this example. There's an opportunity in crypto called arbitrage, and you can take advantage of arbitraging in all different ways, but I'll give you a really simple one, and people do this. The price of a stable coin will go down to 99 cents. A person will buy $1 million worth of said stable coin, knowing that it's going to go back up to $1. Turn around, sell those million stable coins back at $1, and they made 10 grand. How often do you see a stable coin go down a penny. It happens quite a bit, or even fractions of a penny. And so people with this huge amount of money could effectively sit at their computer, get an alert. Oh, it's down. Let me toss $1 million at it. A couple days later, day later, hour later, whatever, goes back up to $1. And guess what? They just made 10 grand. So if you're able to do those, like something simple like that, because you have so much money, what do you think these whales are doing? Do you think that they're literally sitting on $65 million worth or more of Bitcoin and saying, you know what? I'm not selling until Bitcoin hits 200K. No, hell no. No, absolutely not. They have so much money invested that when they see a gain, think about it, a $65 million. Let's not use that. Let's just use a fraction of it. Let's use $6.5 million. And Bitcoin makes a 10% move, right? Let's say there's no leverage on it. They made 650 grand. Do you know how many people in the United States make 650 grand a year? Not many. Very, very small percentage of people. Right. So what you have to understand is that when they're trading with these huge numbers, it doesn't take as much of a move. And when you have a bunch of people with a ton of money, they're going to look at opportunities. Now, here's my different take on this. I also mine Bitcoin. Okay. I also mine Bitcoin. And so with that, what I realized is that after the halving, and I knew this was coming, right? But the network will jump around a little bit. The rewards have, drum roll please, guess what? Halved. And so what's happening? These mining companies are having to stay afloat. Having to stay afloat. You guys like my little pun there? It was not purposeful. These Bitcoin mining companies have to stay afloat by taking profits. This is not retail traders getting scared out of positions. This is massive institutions. This is mining companies. This is big money saying, hey, we've made a knot from Bitcoin buying it at 45K up to 65K. We see some bearish sentiment in the market. Let's go ahead and take a bunch of profit off the table. It's literally how this is supposed to work. I just want to throw that out there. Like, it literally is that freaking simple. There's a ton of money they're dealing with. Doesn't take as big of a move. And people are saying, hey, I see some bearish sentiment. Let me go ahead and take a bunch of profit. Period. End. Stop. It does say that on-chain data provided by the firm shows that old whales realized profit in USD exploded in June, meaning they began selling coins at vastly higher prices when they first received on-chain. What do you know? In US dollar terms, this profit taking is unprecedented, said CryptoQuant. He said only comparable time when Bitcoin traded 40K in April and old whales took $683 million in profit in one day. In Bitcoin terms, realized profits were higher than 17,000 Bitcoin versus this month's 14,000 Bitcoin profits. Guys, this is not a surprise. You have the halving that just happened. Rewards are down. Massive institutions that mine these tokens need to be able to live and earn a living and do business. What did you think you signed up for? When people get all freaked out, you know, this is an opportunity for them to write an article and get people, dummies like me, to talk about it, right? Because the facts are just laid out for you, right? If you got into Bitcoin specifically because you thought, you know, this is going to be overnight success, well, you're an idiot, because it is over $1 trillion market cap, well over $1 trillion market cap. In fact, what is Bitcoin at right now? It's at $1.276 trillion. This is not something that is going to move fast like that. And so a 10% move in Bitcoin, as a reminder, for a whale is a massive move. And if they see bearish sentiment in the market and the rewards are down from mining, which is where all of this gets produced, people are going to take profits. Period. Like Enrique says, right? 10% of $100 is not money. 10% of 10 million is money. That's really as simple as this is. So don't fall. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't fall into the hoopla of getting scared out of positions because whales are selling. No, they're playing a different game than you are. You're playing with a meme coin bag that's worth 10 grand that you bought for $500, hopefully. right? And when you double up, you made 10 grand, but it happens quick, fast, and in a hurry, and it's super freaking risky. That's not the game they're playing at all. So, you know, I like creativity in the space. One of the things that I do like is creativity in the space. And I talked about I think it was a TikTok the other day. I made a tongue-in-cheek video about my buddy's wife dropping her phone off the dock and basically created a burn mechanism for Donald. Okay. So Jupiter, many of you, if you trade on Solana, have probably been on Jupiter. Jupiter's co-founder, he goes by the name Meow, right? Proposes a 30% cut to the Jupiter supply, sparking 7% gain. In addition to reducing the total supply, the proposal also aims to cut the team's assigned token allocation and introduce corresponding 30% reduction in Jupiter emissions gas. Right. On Wednesday, pseudonymous co-founder Jupiter, who goes by Meow, posted a draft proposal about changing the tokenomics of Jupe, the cryptocurrency powering the Solana-based decentralized exchange aggregator. The proposal includes several elements, including a 30% reduction in the Jupe total supply, which currently stands at 10 billion tokens, a voluntary team cut of 30% from their assigned allocation, and a corresponding 30% reduction in Jupiter emissions. Unchained reached out to Meow to find out whether this was a reduction for a single month or for every January. For every January. What? Oh, just asking if it's yearly. His remarks appeared to have sparked a rally in the token. Jupe was trading around 71 cents at the time of the post and has since increased roughly 7% to 76 cents. Even though Jupiter's token is currently trading higher than the day of its airdrop in January when it traded 66 cents, Jupiter shed more than half of its value from a $1.75, $1.75 all-time high in March, data from CoinGecko shows. Well, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? That tells you that the tokenomics suck. And so sometimes when a project, it doesn't matter what it is, a DEX aggregate, whatever it is, they look at, hey, we need to make money here. We need a headline. So we need a headline. We need to make money for people to see us, and we need to provide value. How can we do that? Well, who's going to be the people that are going to be bought in the most? People on the team, right? So if I can, this is probably his thought process. If I can burn 30% of the supply, I create a supply and demand economics simple. That's economics 101, right? I can do that. If I can get the team to take a 30% reduction in their allocation because they know what this will do for the good of the community that they are serving, okay, right? Now all of a sudden it's like they're playing with fire in a really good way, right? They're putting gasoline on the fire, I should say. And so the team obviously taking a 30% voluntary reduction combined with burning 30% of supply is going to do what? It's going to create a great headline. It's going to do great things, or most likely will do great things for the community. They did a big airdrop in January, but still we're above that level. Guys, this is all around, right? This is all around just a very simplistic way for a large, I would say that they're a large company. I don't know what their token, I don't know how, what did it say what their, let me look them up real quick. Let me check on a little Jupy Jupe here. Let me see what their market cap's at right now. Jupiter, here it is. All right. So Jupiter is at a little over $1 billion. So it's $1 billion entity that's saying, hey, you know what? We're going to cut 30% of supply because our tokenomics suck, obviously. And we're going to take a 30% cut in the team allocated tokens. I think the team's smart enough to know that creates the supply and demand economics combined with a headline, combined with being good for the community, which is going to spark more people to buy the token. That the 30%, they're going to look back and be glad they did it. It seems like a huge number now, but they should be able to exponentially outpace that. Or I would think that they could outpace that if they can continue to stay being one of the exchanges that is used on the Solana blockchain. Right? I mean, seriously, like it makes sense to me. Now, do I want to be receiving the call from Meow asking me to, take a 30% supply reduction in my tokens, Meow? No, I don't. However, again, these are the people that are committed to the long-term vision that is what Jupiter is doing. And they obviously are committed to the Solana blockchain and believe that that's going where it's going. Guys, this is short-term loss for long-term gain. It's short-term loss for long-term gain. They're not selling it anyway. The people that are taking the 30% supply, the reduction supply, they probably are on a vested schedule. They're probably on a vested schedule, meaning they can't sell only certain portions of their tokens along the way over some sort of a vesting schedule. So it's like, hey, let's do what's good for the community. It's going to pump everybody's bags, including yours. Let's do it. So, yeah, I think that will serve them well, considering the fact that we haven't even seen the start of an altcoin season yet. I haven't even seen the start of it. I mean, we haven't seen I mean, we are just starting to creep on the idea of the word altcoin season. Altcoin season, Another person that knows this is Michael Saylor. His company MicroStrategy acquires 11.9 thousand more Bitcoin for $786 million. The company now holds 226,331 Bitcoin, worth just shy of 15 billion with a B dollars. NASDAQ-listed software firm MicroStrategy, let me get the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin, has acquired another almost 12,000 Bitcoin for $786 million. Led by Executive Chairman Michael Saylor, the company, as of the end of April, held 214,400 Bitcoin. This latest acquisition brings the company's total holdings to 226,331 tokens worth just under $15 billion at Bitcoin's current price of roughly $66K. The company's Bitcoins were purchased at an average price of $36,798 each, or roughly $8.33 billion. Guys, this guy has damn near doubled up $8.33 billion from doing the simple thing that I've been telling all y'all to do for God knows how long: dollar cost average. Now, you're not going to make billions of dollars. If I do have a billionaire on the stream, please just send me, like, I don't know. I won't be too greedy. $100,000 super chat. You know what I mean? So it's just something like that. No big deal. This man has made a boatload of money on dollar cost averaging. Why is he buying right now? Well, for the same reason that I told you guys just a minute ago, what these large institutions are doing. He sees this as opportunity, which is the same thing I talked to you about on Tonald, on Coochie, on projects that he has conviction. Says the most recent purchase followed the company's $800 million convertible note offering to institutional investors. That offering size was originally to be for $500, then raised $700, and finally closed at $800. In March, the company added 9,245 Bitcoin for $623 million after raising money in a similar debt issuance. Listen, this guy is just This guy is just loading the books with Bitcoin as debt and saying, hey, my Bitcoin is going to outpace my debt. Now, I'm not saying you should go mortgage your house. I'm not saying that you should, do anything like that. He's probably in just a fantastic position to be able to do that. But he is leveraging the power of the largest cryptocurrency on planet Earth, Bitcoin. He's just leveraging that power as debt. And that's what wealthy people do anyway. They use OPM, other people's money. And that's what's happening here. Hey, we'll raise a bunch of capital. We'll buy Bitcoin at, when we see opportunities, just continue to dollar cost average on dips, dollar cost average on dips, dollar cost average on dips, because his conviction level is such that he knows that he can pay all of that debt that he has accrued back and then some, and still make billions of dollars by buying Bitcoin, period. And so this is another idea of institutional level players making institutional level movements. What I think is that we can make the same type of moves on a much smaller scale and benefit in the same way that they do. Think about it. If you're just trying to get your portfolio to $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, whatever that goal is for you, right? You can do exactly what these big institutions are doing, just on a much smaller scale. And if you're willing to be, I know this is a crazy word to hear in crypto, patient. If you're willing to be patient, you can get to your goal. It's just going to take some time. We've got to stop being so damn impatient and get our conviction and be involved in plays that our conviction level is high. Be involved in an asset that you look forward to it dropping. I'm not kidding you. I used to think that was total BS. I used to think in crypto, right? I used to think that people that said, oh, I mean, heck yeah, I'd love for it to dump down. I do feel like there's people that say that, but then get scared to death when it happens. But I will tell you, I actually genuinely have projects that I do look forward to the dips if I've got some money on the sidelines that I'm waiting to deploy. I do look forward to it. It is an opportunity, but if you're not in a conviction level position, that'll never work for you. It will never work for you because you will get scared out of positions every single time. You get scared out of positions every single time. And I've got friends that have done it that have told me, crypto screwed me. No, crypto didn't screw you. You screwed you. You screwed you. You were the one that didn't have the conviction level on the play, that didn't have the amount of patience that it took, because they look at prices now and they're like, well, it screwed me. Really? What did you buy at? And they'll tell me it'll be significantly lower than what's at now. Hey, you know what it's at right now? It's at 65K. I had one of my buddies that I think bought somewhere around the 30K number, got scared out of his mind when we got back down to 19, 18, whatever, sold it at a significant loss, and the markets turned right back around and shot off, and he'll blame crypto. He will blame crypto. No, dude. No. Take some personal accountability. Get into a conviction level play. Period. So, I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Smash the like if you haven't already. Reminder, guys, tomorrow, Flipper Hodl, $5,925. $5,925. Somebody could win $5,925 tomorrow. I just want to be really clear. $5,925. And it's a lot of money, right? So if you want to toss in any super chats to get your name on the wheel, let me tell you how many names are on the wheel right now. So we've got, oh man, hold on a second. Is this, let me double check. Yeah, this looks right. Let me double check one more thing. Yeah, I mean, we've got, I don't know. Well, hold on a second. No, because okay. Here we go. Yeah, we've got a couple hundred total names on there, not even. And it's mainly two people. There's two people effectively that own the wheel right now. So I'm just throwing out there that tomorrow when we play for $5,925 and we have Crypto Stash on and his community comes on and you guys come on and whatever, listen, I know I'm asking for super chats. It is a way that you can support the channel as well, but I'm just being clear about it. Don't be upset when the two people that are on the wheel right now, if one of those is the people that, that wins. Julian says, how does it work? So I have a game called Flip or Hodl. It is literally deal or no deal game. Okay. I have all these cases that come up on the screen. I guess I could pull it up. Right. Hold on a second. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll show it real quick. Let me find it. Give me 1 second here. I'll pull it up and I will show you. Boom. Visual code. I'm going to pull it up and show you if my Let me see here. Hold on a second. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I'm going to pull it up and show you right now. I just need to pull open the file. It's there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let me pull it open. Give me another 30 seconds. Here it is. 30 seconds. I will pull it up and show you exactly what it is. Boom, bam, slam. There it is. Okay, cool. I've got it pulled up. All right, so check this out. So this is exactly what it is. It is a game in which, all right, so it's called Flip or Hodl. These cases come up. There's 48 cases. Crypto Stash is going to come on for tomorrow's game, and we've got there's always somebody that's sponsoring the show. And you're going to pick a case just like in Deal or No Deal, and that's going to be the case you're going to hold for the whole game. Then you're going to go in 5-round cases where you're going to pick cases. I mean, I can show you, right? Like it'll be like this, right? I'm just going to random pick these. So we'll pick case 16. It turns gold. Boom. And then I pick 5 cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then boom, gives a bank offer. It takes off the numbers, obviously, that I click. You want to click as low numbers as possible, obviously, to give the bank offer as high as humanly possible. Technically, somebody could walk away right now with $449. If they said, you know what, that's it. If Crypto Stash said, you know what, that's it. I'm out. I'll take it. He takes it. I then spin the wheel from the people that have given super chats, and whoever is on that wheel that the wheel stops on gets that money. So like it's just that simple. So boom, $459. I'm like, yeah, flip. Let's keep going. Let's see how much I win here. 489. I have no idea. I'm just clicking buttons here, guys. There's no rhyme or reason. We're up to 524. So far, this isn't going too bad. We still got the big dog on there. Oh, there went the banger. That hurt. We're $449. The big dog just left, right? And there's trivia questions in between all of these that we do. And I'll give you exponential, basically multipliers for getting the trivia questions right. All right, look at this, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good game, right? So obviously, I've only got one left. I believe, on the left-hand side, $100. So obviously, I'm flipping, right? So boom, boom, boom. Oh, there went the 100. Okay, so if this was a real game, check this out. The bank is about to offer me $928. I got $775. $925. There's no way, because $775 is the lowest I can get. I'm flipping this. I am going to take the chance to get that $2,500. Actually, let me go over to the chat because I can't see it right now. Chat. Oh, Patriot Caveman with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Patriot Caveman. I'm putting you on the wheel right now. Hey, Patriot Caveman. Let me. Well, I don't care who answers this, but Patriot Caveman. Patriot Caveman just got on the wheel 25 times because I'm 5Xing these right now. Boom, and you're on. You are there. Let me ask the chat. What do we do here? Okay. Do we flip and take the chance that we're only going to get $775? Or do we hodl and try to get that $2,500? Patriot Caveman says flip. Enrique says you had an element of stripping whenever they hit a red number and call it flip or hodl after dark. Oh my God. Enrique, this is a fabulous idea. However, I will get absolutely banned from YouTube for this fabulous idea. It's a great idea. So yeah, so we got $775. If this was the game for tomorrow and Stash was playing, whoever put in super chats would be on that wheel right now, right? I'll spin the wheel at the end. All right, so we're going to flip, right? We're going to go ahead and flip. We'll flip. All right, now tell me the case that you guys need me to pick. I've been holding case 16. We've got 23 and 39 left. Which case am I picking? First case that I see is the one I'm picking. 39. Enrique said 39. All right. Enrique, case 39. Oh, Enrique. But then look. So if this was the real game, right? Okay. Boo-hoo. That sucks. Whatever. Do you want to keep your box or change it for the remaining? So do we want to keep it or change it? So we played the game all the way through. Somebody on the wheel is either winning $775 or $900, and I send it right after the stream. Just throwing it out there, right? you should reduce the multiplayer on the wheel the day of the the multiplier. Oh, caffeinated. I planned on doing that actually. I planned on doing that. I just didn't announce it, but I planned on doing the multiplier way less. And the reason being, and I meant to bring this up, for all of you OGs that are here all week, you need to have the benefit. You need to have the advantage, right? It's just fair, right? So yes, I will be reducing that for tomorrow. So remind me if for some reason I get caught up doing things with Stash or whatever that I need to change the multiplier. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change it right now. I'm going to change it right now. Now, any super chats that you guys put in, I'll 5X, but I'm going to change it right now so that I don't forget for tomorrow. So we're going to go down to a 2X. We'll go down to a 2X for tomorrow. Boom. There we go. All right. Am I keeping it or changing it? Let me know, chat. Am I keeping it or am I changing it? Uh-oh. Patriot K, man. Another $2 super chat. 10 more spots on the wheel, my brother. Copy. Paste. He's like, my super chats are working now. There we go. Got you. Appreciate you, Patriot K, man. Okay. Change it. All right. I'm going to go with Patriot K, man, because he is the one giving the super chats. You says change it. Let's see what happens. Bro, yeah. Just won $900 of my own money. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, the crowd goes wild. That's the game. So for whoever asked, whoops, that's that actually that I just showed you. That is the my little spreadsheet for all the people that are on the wheel. $900. So that's how the game works. I forget who even asked, but you know, yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate all of you. Let's see here. Pitcher K, man, you've been giving super chats like every day, and it just never works. That sucks, dude. I appreciate the support. You're always, dude. You being here, right? You being here is my support, dude. You don't need to give me super chats. I like the opportunity to have somebody from the community, from the tight knit community that is Trading Wars. I want somebody from my community to win, right? So I appreciate it, but I'm just saying you being here is all the support I could ask for. So I appreciate it. Yeah, Julian was saying it was me. Yeah, so Julian, that's the gist, right? We got a bunch of cases. You pick one, you open them up. In between, I do fun trivia questions in between. Last week or the week before last, when I did the last game, I did some really funny trivia questions, and it's a riot, right? And I've got hopefully gonna have a big crowd tomorrow with Crypto Stash coming over, trying to get him to make sure to promote that as well. I'm excited about it. All right, so last thing, Vitalik. I've got a little hot take on this. Vitalik Buterin explains the main difference between crypto 5 years ago and now. He's just such a good, I'll tell you what a good looking guy. Vitalik Buterin recently pointed out the significant change in the crypto markets compared to the industry back in 2018, 2019. Although many practical aspects have evolved, some fundamental principles remain constant. Buterin noted that the revolutionary and idealistic visions of blockchain are still alive in response to Joe Weisenthal's observation regarding the change in crypto culture. Weisenthal pointed out in the past, the crypto community had placed more emphasis on ideas like internet governance, universal basic income, and blockchain democracy. As of today, most crypto projects are related to memes or community developments for commercial gain. In response, Buterin pointed out many of these concepts have made significant advancements and came to life. Let me just tell you all this, right? First of all, I got a super chat. Where is DKK? 44 DKK. What is DKK? Hold on a second. I got to figure this out. How much is 44 DKK in US dollars? I got to do a conversion here because I don't even know where DKK is. Danish krone, $6.32. I'll tell you what. I'm giving you a $7 super chat, which gets your name on the wheel 35 times. So thank you very much, Julian. Julian, I'm putting you on the wheel right now. 35 times. Julian, let me see what your name is again. I got to go back to you. Julian Milo Warner. Julian Milo Warner. All right, Julian Milo Warner. Go back over that. Julian Milo Warner. Thank you very much for the support, Julian. All right. Well, nope, not paste. Patriot Caveman just about earned another spot on the wheel. Let me see here. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties there. Keeper difficulties, you know what I mean? Boom, and you are on the wheel. Boom. 35 times. Thank you very much for your support from the Danes. Yeah, so what was it again? Oh, yeah. So listen, here's the reality. Vitalik Buterin is a multi-billionaire from creating Ethereum, right? Who knows how much ETH he has? The man has donated like billions of dollars. He is a philanthropist, right? He's a philanthropist. Hey, Julian, make sure that you're here tomorrow. You need to be here to win, right? So just, I want to remind you, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the support. You need to be here. So 1 o'clock tomorrow is when we're playing. So make sure that you're here for the stream. He's a philanthropist. Back to what I was saying. He's a philanthropist. And ultimately, he is one of those guys that's like actually here for the tech. So let me explain something to you. And I'm sure most of you already know this, but they go in and start talking about how all these crypto people were all about universal basic income and internet equality and all of these things, right? Let's be fair. People are here for freaking money at this point, and they know that we live in an attention economy. They know that we live in an attention economy. Memes draw attention. Therefore, 1 + 1 = 2. The Ethereum network thrives the way that it does because of problems that it solves. But I will say this, the meme culture that exploded from the Ethereum blockchain and spilled over into all of these other blockchains came because of an attention economy, not because people were here for the tech. Let's just call it like it is. People aren't here because they want to see universal basic income and internet governance. They're just not. They're here to make money, right? They're here to have fun. And if they can do both of those in the same rip, let's get it. And something like meme coins does that. Now, people have backed off on, not backed off, but have the ETH meme coin game has definitely changed drastically because all these different networks do it for so much cheaper. And like I said, that's case in point, proves people are here for the money, right? So when you're a philanthropist, a multi-billionaire, you don't have to worry about money. It's very easy for him to talk about all of these great things that and he does do a lot of stuff. Like shout out to him. He does some really good stuff. I'm not saying that they're not good things. But what the article basically talks about is how like crypto projects and the cryptocurrency market is so much different today. And why can't we just get back to whatever, right? I'm Eastern Standard Time Zone. It is 2:00 p.m. So it looks like you're 6 hours ahead of me. So you need to be here at 1 o'clock. So like 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, just letting you know. And so all I'm getting at is that people are going to continue to come for the fun and the money, and the attention economy drives that. And right now, the reason that meme coins have held so well over some of the drops that we've had is because of that exact reason. People realize that guess what? As these markets pump, as attention continues to come over into crypto, I've got exponential opportunity in this space to make money off of this. And oh, by the way, I can be a part of a community and have some fun, right? If you're not a part of this community, what are you doing with your lives? Come over to the Keeper community. Come over to Trading Wars. Have some fun. Trading Wars game plan to start. As a reminder, the competition, the live trading competition is supposed to start Monday, July 1st. Now, listen, I'm having an issue, guys. I've got my core group of people here. I am having issue getting enough people scheduled on the audience side of things. I've got my influencers locked down. I think I actually need to grab one more influencer, but whatever. I've got that locked down, right? I've got that. But the audience, I don't. The people that I've reached out to have not been able. I haven't been able to work out their schedules, whatever. I know people work this, that, and the third. If you're able to come on a Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at Tuesday 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that will be the audience section. Please look underneath this stream. There is a DGen group, Keepers DGens. Jump into that group and send me a message, please. If you're interested in coming on, send me a message, because the people that won in the competition last Trading Wars, the majority of them have not been able to commit to the time. So it's once a week on Tuesday. And then if you get kicked off and actually are one of the highest members that, or the highest member of the people that got kicked off from one of the shows, this specifically Tuesday, you go into the gulag against CryptoFace. CryptoFace is going to be the gulag monster this season. So it's just CryptoFace's job is to kick people off. So if you can do a Tuesday and possibly a Thursday at some point at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, please let me know. I need some more people. So I love you guys. You guys have been nothing but fantastic, nothing short of fantastic. Make sure you're here tomorrow for Crypto Stash coming over, playing Flipper Hodl. Bring your super chats tomorrow as well. I love you guys. Question everything. Trust nothing except for your boy Keeper. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. I will see you soon.